What is up, guys? My name is Jason Whan, and in this video we're going to talk about how to handle a bad breakup. So breakups aren't fun, and we all know that, but they can be a really rewarding and life-changing experience if you approach the breakup with the right perspective, because it can really change your perspective about a lot of things in life, and it can force you to grow and become a better version of yourself. So right now you could be feeling really down, if your girlfriend broke up with you, especially if she seemingly did it out of the blue. A lot of guys, when they go through a breakup, it just seemingly happened, out of nowhere. You might have thought everything was going great, and then bam, she tells you that it's over, and it's just really sudden. The thing I want you to understand is that she didn't break up with you out of the blue, and in fact, she probably sent you many non-verbal messages that demonstrated, she was losing interest in the relationship, she wasn't happy in the relationship, and, she really wanted you to sort of, pick things up again. But us guys tend to not be so good at, picking up these non-verbal cues our girlfriends are sending our way. And, so to my understanding, women tend to initiate breakup more often than men. And I'll talk about this in another video. And the purpose of this video is for you to get over the breakup as quickly as possible. So to get over a breakup as quickly as possible, you must keep your life in motion. So what do I mean by this? Well, I know a lot of guys who just hit the pause button on their life when their girlfriends dump them. So they stop going to school, university, or work, and they just stay at home all day and don't want to get out of bed. And they just lie in bed staring at the ceiling, wondering what happened and why their girlfriend left them. You see, that's perhaps one of the worst things you can do, because you're totally focused on the breakup and you're totally focused on your ex-girlfriend. You gotta keep on going with your life. You gotta keep going to school, university, or work, because it's gonna take your mind off of the breakup and your ex-girlfriend. You may feel like just absolute shit, but you got to keep on going with your life, even if it means dragging yourself out of bed and out of the house. So if you're on your bed right now and you're lying on your bed and you don't want to get out of the house, just move one leg off the bed onto the ground, and then move the other leg onto the ground, and just do one push up, and then do 10 push-ups, and I promise you that's gonna be the start of you becoming a better version of yourself and moving on. So I remember the first breakup I went through. It was totally unexpected, and I couldn't even believe what I was hearing when my ex told me her decision. I was totally stunned. I was totally shocked, and I felt like very bad for quite a long time. Like, I think not that long, maybe a few days, a few weeks. And I was thinking of taking a few days off of work, but after talking to my mom, she told me that I gotta go to work, and she told me that I must not stay at home because it's just gonna make things worse. And she was totally right on that. I went to work feeling like absolute crap, but I talked to my co-workers, got work done, earned money, and did all the usual things, and it made me realize that life wasn't all about girls and dating. Yes, my ex broke up with me, but she was only one part of my life, and all the other parts of my life hadn't changed unless I allowed them to change. So a very important tip that I'll give you is that, on top of keeping your life in motion, is to share what has happened to share what has happened to someone you really trust. You definitely don't want to be keeping the entire thing bottled up inside of you and suffering in silence. Okay, you definitely don't want to do that. You should let someone know, someone who you really trust, someone who will really try to listen to you and understand you. Don't tell someone about what has happened if you know that person is going to sort of not try to understand you and just give you a whole load of high level advice that doesn't really do anything. So you want to just talk to someone who's really, that person is going to listen to you without judging you, without giving you unsolicited advice, and that's really going to help out. Because when that person knows about your situation, and that person totally understands the situation, it's going to take a lot of weight off of your shoulders, because basically you're not alone in this whole thing anymore, and that's going to be really helpful in helping you getting over the breakup and moving on quickly. So a lot of guys will make the mistake of chasing their girlfriend after they got dumped. And I remember when my ex broke up with me, I literally blew up her phone. So I like spammed her with text messages, I blew up her phone with calls. I was like, whoa, we were so good together, what's happened, what's wrong, we can work it out. Like, I understand, guys, we really want to fix things, we really want to work things out, but if your ex left you and she initiated the breakup, you really gotta just let her go. Like, don't chase her, okay? Just think about it. You don't want to be chasing someone who dumped you. Like, it's not attractive, and you're not being the strong masculine version of yourself. Just think about it. Can you imagine a strong, confident man blowing up a girl's phone, begging her to stay with him? So can you imagine Brad Pitt or Morgan Freeman doing something like that? Just imagine just going to a movie and then seeing Morgan Freeman blowing up a girl's phone and begging her to stay with him. Like, that would just be totally unattractive, right? So you got to be better than that. And I've gone through that pain, and I just want you to save yourself from going through that pain. So have the self-respect, have the strength, have the courage to stand up for yourself and let her go, because you'll realize that there's so many other women out there who would just love to freaking date you. You just haven't met them yet. And it's just a matter of time before you meet these wonderful women. And it's just, you just got to ask these women out, and you realize that the breakup that you're going through right now wasn't even that big of a deal. So in fact, what I've noticed is that after my breakup, I had one breakup with my ex, and after that breakup, the quality of the woman that I started meeting and I started dating only got better. Right now you may think that your ex was the most perfect woman to have ever existed and graced planet Earth. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but I guarantee you that if you move on and start dating other women, start meeting other women, talking to other women, you realize that there are plenty of other amazing women out there, and that your ex was not perfect as you thought she was. So yeah, get over it, bro. You can do it. So that's it for this video, and thank you guys for listening.